Welcome back to the channel. I've got this great agate here in front of me. That's another one, part of Gary's collection that he got up north this year near Copper Harbor. And so this is just an agate that is really, really nice. And we're gonna take a look at it right now. So here's the agate. And I would put this entire agate at about 3.5 inches by 2.5 inches. That's just including everything. So what's really interesting about this agate is we've already got this really terrific banding that's showing up right here on the edge. And if you look really closely, you can see this banding that's sort of, you can kind of see it disappearing behind this agate material here, but it's certainly there. And so I'm hopeful that we can just remove some of this agate here and expose this amazing banding pattern that we've got that's showing up just on this corner of the agate. So there's some more to look at right here on the back side. Not really seeing much of that banding on this back side. That's why I'm not going to cut it. I'm really just looking to expose this pattern that's showing up. Really fantastic pattern right on this edge. Really just interested in seeing how this pattern travels through the rest of this stone that we can't see behind this agate here. Nice to be outside, you know, especially this time of year. We're into the first week of November here in Southwest Michigan, and we're like 55 degrees. So just a blessing and a gift. So I'm taking advantage of it, and I'll meet you down in the rock studio where we're going to cut on this agate and see what we get. Already I can tell that that was the right choice to cut that, not to cut that agate, because I'm seeing just incredible pattern coming out of the other side of that agate, as I was showing you as I was cutting on it. So this is just going to turn out amazing. I can already see the pattern. I'm super excited. Hang in there with me. Let's get this thing cut and let's see what it looks like.
this really is turning out great. Let me see if I can adjust this lighting so you can get a really nice look at it. But if you just see this banding detail and those red lines that are characteristic of these Keweenaw Lake Superior agates, this is just an exceptional piece. Just rotate it around. This is really turning out amazing.
Yes, back here up on my picnic table, I'm going to take a look at this agate that just got done polishing, and I've got just amazing sunlight here that we can get a nice view of this agate. And what kind of happened here was I got done with this agate and I cleaned it off and dried it off and noticed that there was a few scratches on it, so I had to go back through all of the steps and repolish this agate. I just think it was worth doing. Even just a couple scratches just kind of took away from the beauty of the agate. So I took this all the way back down, went through all the steps and polished it all over again just to kind of give the agate the credit that it deserved. So let's take a look at it right now. So this is the pair of agates from a previous video that we did on these on this agate series. And so what I did, I just polished these up and wanted to show them to you. I'll show you the halves individually, and the polish just turned out really good. You can kind of see the sheen on it as I move the agate. I'll show you this one too. This one just turned out brilliant. It's an amazing little agate. So just wanted to show you, finish that agate up. Okay. So here's this agate that we just cut, and what you can see here is it just has a really neat centerpiece to this agate, and there's a terrific banding throughout the entire agate, all the way to the edge. And this agate just really, really exemplifies the whole Keweenaw experience. And these agates are real specific to the region of the Keweenaw, in that these red lines that go through these agates are somewhat typical of these Keweenaw Peninsula agates. Brockway Mountain agates and so on. So this is a real special example of the agate, and I think it really just shows off what the Keweenaw has as far as its treasure chest full of treasure. So this one is no exception. Beautiful agate, wonderful example of the Lake Superior agate found in the Keweenaw. I do believe this agate could have been maybe cut a little bit more, like around the back side of it. Sometimes it's nice just to see how the agate looked, you know, before I cut it or before I polished it. And so you get kind of the best of both worlds when you leave some of that natural exposure on the agate. And I think it just sort of adds to the experience of looking at an agate. So if you like this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. We'd love to bring you more of this content and just explore more of these Keweenaw minerals, Michigan minerals, and just bring you along for the ride. So until next time, God bless, be well, and we'll see you later.